traditional lands of the Gwich'in and the Inuvik people of the Northwest Territories. We are grateful to be allowed the opportunity to learn, work, and live on Treaty 11 lands within the Gwich'in settlement area and the lands of the Inuvik final agreement. We have the adoption of the agenda, which we don't vote on until Wednesday. Declaration of conflict or interest or pecuniary interest, any conflicts? Seeing none. Delegations, presentations, or petitions, do we have any delegations? Okay, seeing none. Public question period. Anything from the public? We have the minutes for April, minutes from, it says April 22nd, 24th, no. It's the last minute meetings. What were the dates of the last minutes?
April 10th,
April 10th and 12th?
just 10th.
Just 10th, okay. So people read those over and then we will be passing on Wednesday. We have a very light agenda. Action items. Do we have anything under the action items to address? Nothing under new business? Okay, moving on to item 9, bylaws. Anything under bylaws? Okay. Department updates, economic development and tourism. We have a report tonight.
Just watching it.
Okay, so we're just waiting for the economic development tourism report.
I'm so sorry. Yes.
It's a very quick meeting, that's why it was on the agenda so quickly.
Yes, I have a PowerPoint.
Wonderful, thank you.
Smarter again.
Just bringing up PowerPoint. Of course, because everybody's waiting, it's very slow and low. There we go. Do you want to start?
All right, so regarding the events that we had the Jamboree Arctic Market. We had 24 vendors, it was a great turnout, more than 400 visitors. And a lot of vendors were sold out, so it was very good for the community and artists and crafters. We also just finished the tourism week last week, which was an amazing turnout as well with the token hunt. We had more than 200 participants, and Ethan, that was left by himself, had a lot of phone calls and people asking clues, etc. Lots of people with families and kids. We had great messages, and we're hoping to host more games and activities engaging the community. Regarding the social media engagement, regarding our posts, we observed 36% more engagement on the Town of Inuvik Facebook, and more than 500% engagement on the tourism Facebook, because we haven't posted that much. So yeah, there was a big jump here, and more than 8,000 people reached on those campaigns. So that was great. On the next slide, and just before I forget to, I wanted to thank ITI really for their partnership during the tourism week, as well as Parks Canada and Northwest Territory Tourism. And regarding projects, so we have started the promotional video of the town with Black Fly Studio that started filming during the Jamboree. That is also in progress, and it's gonna be great, and that should be finished hopefully by the end of the year. So it's in progress. We have also installed blinds to the Kristen MacLeod Community Room, and we are hoping to open it for rental for small businesses like crafters and artists during the summer, for like $30 for the afternoon, 1 to 6. Just to give them like an opportunity to actually sell and have a pop-up stores with, we have a lot of visitors during the summer. And I wanted also to remind the community that this is a community room. So it is also for people to come, and if they have small meetings to host, they can for free, of course. So yeah, it's really, if people need the room, they can, but for business purposes, we would like a little fee and compensation. And I have some news regarding the marketing and communication coordinator position. She accepted the position and she's now looking for accommodation. And she should have an answer today or tomorrow if she is getting an accommodation, and if so, then she should be coming up soon. And regarding the tourism front desk receptionist position, I just got selected some candidates today, and we should have interviews on Friday. So we're getting ready for the summer. And before I forget too, I just came back from holiday, so regarding ADE, I have a lot of emails. I had some people asking questions. They're trying to register, have more people signing up for the booths. So I don't have an actual list, and I have to update tomorrow the website with like the speakers and everything. So we're getting there. It's just, I'll have a final answer for you and a proper one next time. I'm just getting through emails, but
So by ADE, you mean the Art and Development Expo?
yes.
So you're getting inquiries already? Wonderful. Are there any questions from council? Councilor Wayman?
Not a question, but congratulations on those huge numbers. Those are great for the jamboree and everything that turned up. Thank you.
Anything else from council? Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reagan.
Next, we have Protective Services.
He is absent today.
All right, Protective Services is not here. Next, we have Infrastructure. Do we have a report of Infrastructure?
All right.
Yeah, I just have a couple of updates here from the month. We had a couple of water disruptions this month. One affected the Wolverine Dolphin Navy area, which was on April 7th. And the other was on April 11th, the Quichin, its area. And both of them, thanks to the utility crew, the boats ran for less than an hour. They got the issue fixed. They discovered the leak, got the issue fixed, and the water supply was restored to all of those people in that area. Spring cleanup, that's still ongoing. We have the contractor clearing out all the pile of snow within town and hauling that out of town. The ditching process is also ongoing. The contractor is helping out with trying to clear the culverts, and we also have the utility crew doing that for the last couple of days. They actually walked through this weekend, just to make sure we have as much as possible the culverts cleared out to avoid water pooling on the roads or within town. And so yeah, thanks to those guys. Hopefully we can, obviously as the weather gets warmer, we'll probably begin to see we'll still need to do some more work, but yes, that work is ongoing, and we're trying to get rid of as much snow as we can. The road sweepers as well, we had the training for that, for the crew, that was done this week. So the maintenance team and the crew at the MSC went through that training so they can operate the road sweeper. Come the season, because very soon we're probably gonna have to go out there and clear the gravel and stuff off the road. Capital projects, so the water meters. we decided to go with Census, which is the current supply we have for the meters in town. And in an attempt to stay within the budget we have for this fiscal year, we're gonna go with purchasing about 800 meters this year, 1,000 smart points, with the focus on trying to replace the 250 that are giving us issues right now. With the plan to potentially install at least about 500, but we're gonna change out all the smart points. It's the current plan we have for that. For the solar array project, the tender for the demolition of the concept has been posted. That closes on the 29th. We've also engaged a surveyor to help complete the survey of the commissioner's land. The brushing tender for that project is also currently in the works, and will probably be out, once the survey is complete. We'll post the tender for the brushing as well. For the solid waste side, the solar panel CCAN unit has been ordered, and hopefully that should get to town pretty soon here. And obviously, most of the projects will pick up here pretty quickly. Once the weather gets better, we'll continue with the Bernard Road, the solar waste, the biomass. All of those projects are just waiting currently for the weather to get better, really. And once that happens, the contractors will mobilize the site and get those going. The last report we did, I think it was Councillor Tony Devlin that asked for a map showing where we intend to put the new blue bins that were purchased. So the blue dots on the screen are existing ones. And then right now we're trying to map out where we're going to be putting the new ones. So currently we're putting about 5 in the new residential area that is going to come up. There's one on Union Street, a couple on Bernard, Lagoon Road, Kagmalet. So all those are represented there with the red X. Right now, I think we have about 12 or so that are on the map, but we have purchased a total of 35. So we're still going to work with the community and with the contractor to figure out where the need is and where we're currently having garbage bins that are overflowing and things like that. Does council have any questions?
Council have any questions? No questions? Thank you, Daniel. Next, we have the corporate services report. Thanks, Stephen.
Evening. So this is the corporate services report. So on quantitative updates, we have the capital projects. The reports were distributed to councillors. Not much. It's really happening along that line, just like Daniel said, waiting for better weather for most of the projects to take place. But you have the details of the particular ones that have been in respect of which funds have been deployed. What we accomplished in terms of qualitative updates. We were able to hire a permanent AR officer. And, one of the staff just casual staff took over the role and for the seamless one. We have a full-time casual staff for the front desk now to cover for parental leave. And then we're caught up on utility billing. We continue to strive to keep that up to date. It's a challenge. Then the operating budget reporting is taking a better shape for 2023. Week in, week out, we're working towards, since we have an extended deadline with marker, so we're working towards the deadline is for June, but we're seeing how we can make May possible. So we're deploying our hands to see how we can get that done. What's coming up to begin working on Q1 2024 financials, that's January, February, March. We want to see how we can, on a monthly basis, have reports and deadlines that we meet on a monthly basis to prevent what we are currently going through, having to catch up on 2023. So if I were to do that, the least we can have is quarterly reports so that we're able to always have up-to-date information. We're looking to hire career staff to assist when staff start going on vacation. From tomorrow, the staff is going for 3 weeks. As she comes back, another one is going for 1 month and all that. So we're working with HR manager to ensure we get things going while staff are rotating, going for vacation. To begin working on updating our interim budget, we have the new meal rates coming, so we intend to move towards getting the final budget in place in the shortest possible time. And this week we'll be having a training with the suppliers of our accounting system, Maze, for the finance staff on Wednesday, April 24th. Starting with accounts payable module, most of the staff, including myself, are new, so we've just been, we have moved forward concerning understanding and using the system, but there are some nuances that we believe that formal training will help our staff really get a better grasp of the system. We have complaints concerning high water bills and also concerning meters that have not been read for quite a while. When Daniel had this report, he talked about the contract already being awarded for meter replacement and all the other things that will help on a permanent basis solve this problem. But right now we're trying to deal with some various some complaints that we need to work on. So that's most of what I have.
Are there any questions from council? Councilor Devlin?
Just regarding the water bills, I understand that it was 1 month where a number of people had a pretty big jump in the water bill that's sort of unexplained. Have you guys come to a conclusion on
Yeah, thanks for that question. We've been dealing with issues that they come up when people complain. We just take a history, look at what was billed. First, we just look at whether it was read. Sometimes it was not read, so we estimate it. So we look at, okay, based on these estimates, and sometimes we've had to adjust bills for people. But there are some that, even though it was read, like you read it last month and it's $100, how come this month is now $500? So it could also be that the meter is no longer, some of the meters are very old, so maybe because we need to replace the meters. So we're trying to deal with that.
But if there's any extra costs that are being borne by the folks out there right now who are being mischarged for their water, what would be sort of an end result there we anticipate?
Yeah, what we plan to do is to revise their bills and subsequently bill them less and less until we have those changes taken care of.
Are there any other questions? Seeing none, thank you. Next, we have the Park Recreation and Leisure report. I thought now push the button.
Ah, sorry. Clearly I'm not Steve. He's away in Lethbridge, so I'll be speaking on his behalf. I'm gonna read from my sheet. Unfortunately, I can't see the screen. The MSC hosted the Muskrat Jamboree. Thank you to all the organizers and volunteers for another successful year with that. We also hosted a lost and found night, which was an opportunity for people to pick up their lost and found items. Leftover items are going to the free store at the landfill. Trace, our new recreation coordinator, hosted his first community event for the Easter sliding at the ski shack. There was hot chocolate available to the participants there. We had another successful swim lesson sign up and have submitted the MACA Community Sport Recreation Accountability Report for 2023-2024. We secured another monthly pool sponsorship for the month of April and are actively campaigning for more sponsors for the upcoming months. We have completed various maintenance tasks. We're clearing out the old Sedna pool in preparation for demolition and battery storage and making space in cold storage. Coming up, we have the community beautification. We are planning meetings with the TOI departments, doing some zone cleanup and gonna run the beautification contest. There's also going to be a meeting with the ball field user groups for the preseason for the Inuvik Slow Pitch Association. We don't have a date yet, but we are preparing for a community garage sale in the arena and are looking forward to posting summer staff job ads for summer maintainers and summer camp staff. We are running first aid training for various municipal employees this weekend and are setting up and scheduling and staffing the drop zone and doing daily membership inspections for the fitness center, evenings on Mondays and Fridays, verifying member information, and doing more education and awareness programs. On the pool side of things, we have been approved as a regional training center for a national lifeguard training grant from the Canadian Recs and Parks Association. So the candidates participating in the courses this spring will be fully reimbursed for their course fees, as well as we will receive a wage subsidy for employment of these individuals and current staff who are also finishing some of their certifications. So we had 4 candidates for the bronze medallion last weekend, 3 passed and took bronze cross just this most recent weekend. Those 3, as well as 4 of our assistant lifeguards, will be taking their national lifeguard in May and June. And we will have up to 12 spots for a swim instructor course in July. So all of those courses are included in that training grant. We've also been running leadership courses and clinics. We certified 2 first aid instructors in February, and they have both received opportunities to teach. One taught last month, and the second is teaching this weekend. We also have 2 candidates that completed their national lifeguard instructor clinic yesterday and will be completing an apprenticeship on the upcoming national lifeguard course to hopefully successfully finish that certification process. And 2 of our recently certified life-saving instructors have now taught their first bronze courses. So that's also very exciting. The succession planning is working. We also have 4 candidates who completed their fitness knowledge course, which is the first step to becoming an aquafit instructor, and have 5 taking the aquafit specific stream. 1 already holds the prerequisite. We began swim lessons on Thursdays, and those have been successful. Coming up over the next month, we are installing larger pipes for our new chlorinators to make that system more efficient, to use the chlorine more effectively in the pool. We are continuing hot tub maintenance. The jets have been giving us some challenges, so we're working through that. And we need to develop a weekly cleaning procedure, schedule, and training with the foreman before we can open. So that's still to be determined, but I'm hoping by June. The slide pump has been repaired, but we are holding off on opening until we can get a engineer assessment of the structural integrity. And we have invited the front desk staff to participate in emergency procedure training with our pool staff next month to better support potential emergencies in the future.
Thank you. Any questions from council? Good. Yeah, good job. Thank you very much. Thanks everybody for the reports. We have information items, and strategic priorities chart. Any questions on the strategic priorities chart? Okay, then moving on, we have council concerns. Any concerns from council? So I have one that was brought to me, and maybe Kurt can interpret this for me. People complaining about Jake brakes being used in town that are loud. What is a Jake brake?
It's an engine brake on a truck.
Does it need to be used in the town area?
No, it shouldn't be used. Sure to be addressed.
Do we have a bylaw against using a Jake brake? In many communities, I notice you see the sign when you come into
I
town.
haven't seen any that have been living.
Pardon me?
I haven't ever seen any here.
There might be something in our noise bylaw, but I would have to look at it. I don't have it.
No
Please, could
jaking,
we?
no jaking after 10 p.m.
Don't know how to respond to that. All I know is complaints about happening all hours of day and night. Once I started to listen, even at my house, it's a lot.
It's got to be on the bypass, I would say.
Sometimes they're right on the street. I don't know why they would
There's
be
only been
using.
one truck in town on the streets and well, starting today. They're all on the bypass.
Okay. Okay.
It just
we'll-
echoes from the bypass into the community, so.
The noise travels down, eh? Okay.
Very
we
much,
can-
especially on the downhill section.
Right. All right.
That's where
well-
they use the jakes the most.
Okay, we'll see if we have a noise bylaw, but thanks for explaining what break is. So next we're going to go in camera at 7:27. So I will ask the public and the staff to leave, please. Oh, I'm sorry, we need a motion to go on camera, please. Made by Councillor Alexis and seconder, Councillor Devlin, all in favor? Okay, we're now in camera, if everybody would please leave, thank you.